You're okay.
I also do skits on my Instagram. I do skits of satirization, self-satirizing. So I have 30,000 followers. Thank you.
Period.
Hold the applause.
Period.
No, I'm kidding.
No, let me applause for you.
Thanks, guys.
Because that's not an easy feat.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. I really needed that today. I don't know. I feel like people who get a lot of followers get a big head. But I feel the opposite because now that I'm really into content, I'm constantly looking at my engagement rates and I'm like, so my engagement rates are bad for this amount of followers. How can I do differently? It's always looking up. Mm-hmm. So I take that energy and I kind of joke about it to myself of okay, now I'm technically micro influencer status or whatever. And I kind of made a character of being so haughty about it.
Yeah.
And actually I think my cousin is my biggest op because my last skit, he commented but I feel like you're actually like that in real life.
Damn.
What the heck?
Why are you putting your business out there?
What are you doing? Stop. Please stop. I need you to stop. Really. Really. No, and I didn't want to delete it because I think that would make it look like I really am like that in real life.
It's your page though. You got to remember that. It's your page. If there's a negative comment, I'm deleting it. I don't care.
No, and I'm
not around these parts.
I'm not gonna call him out by name because people are gonna go after him. It's gonna be so bad. They're gonna be pounding on his door. People are just so into me, but
no, exactly. You're the biggest pop star right now in the world.
No, I know. It's so good. I love it. I love being so famous and popular.
Do you have any dream stages that you would want to actually perform, or do you get to perform a lot?
So I'm actually looking for spots. Let me know. But I just feel electropop is not the thing in Houston. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
It's niche. So
it's pretty niche.
Once you find them, it's big.
Yeah, right.
There's a lot of people out here, but
right, because
I don't know where they are.
No, right. No, that's what I'm saying. It's because people are I'm sure there's an audience, but I don't know personally.
Yeah.
Because when Brat Summer was a thing,
I was literally going to bring her up. Yeah.
Yes, everyone was going to the raves. So many people were there. So I'm okay, the audience is here. I think it's just an untapped market.
Facts, yeah.
And I don't feel like I'm the trendsetter type, but if I need to make my own showcases and stuff, I feel like that's just what I have to do because I really want to perform.
Make your own
here.
spaces is always a good way to go, honestly, and then you get to create it in a specific way that you like. Now you're not only creating your own space, but you're creating your own niche of performing and audience and things like that.
Right.
Do you have an idea about how you would go about trying to create that?
Yeah, so I've been actually talking to a few musicians. I haven't found a lot of artists singers quite yet, but there are a ton of electropop DJs here. Mm-hmm. And they kind of just do different niches. I mean, house is really big in Houston, so I think a lot of them do house, but I think just with more talks, I think I can really get something together with them, Mm-hmm. I think it's just a matter of being okay, let's stop talking and let's, actually, find a location. And it's hard because I think I'm someone that wants help and to, collab with people when it comes to big projects. So I just...
As you should. I mean, doing a big project like that on your own is kind of impossible.
It is hard, because I don't know a lot about how to book shows and stuff. So it's just, I think, a matter of finding the right people who, know a little bit about something or have a lead or whatever, and then just kind of going from there. Mm-hmm. I have no doubt it'll happen. I think it's just a matter of time. I'm performing, I think, with... on July 18th with Eden Lone Star and then this local band named Off With His Head. Mm-hmm. And just a few other people for a indie pop showcase, which is pretty cool. But I definitely want to fill the time between now and then for
Yeah.
sure here. So I'm excited. It'll be fun.
Yeah,
It'll
that
be
sounds
fun.
like really a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I get it's a lot of hard work too. So all these different producers that you're working with, you haven't found one that consistently creates the type of beats that you like?
So because I kind of just recently settled on a sound that I'm into, it's still kind of a process, but the last single and the one that I'm working on now, the beats are by the same person. So he is someone that I really do want to work with. I feel bad. I don't know what country he lives in. He's in South America though. Which is actually kind of cool because our time zones are like similar. Yeah. But yeah, so I have really brought up to him, hey, like I want to work with you exclusively. So I hope we can do that because it is a little bit difficult, like, you know, going around hunting down producers all the time. Like it is a lot of work, especially because all of their rates are different, which is fine, but I'm also somewhat on a budget.
Right,
so.
right.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking him, like, because I feel like a lot of people who make music, like, have someone like a friend or someone they consistently work with, but you're saying since you're building that up, this is like, you're like experimenting.
Yes. That's why I also want to work with a lot of Houston locals because I feel like it would be a really cool experience to be able to, like, sit down with someone and go through the beat with them or like have them make changes in real time, like kind of hang out, I guess, kind of too, and have that connection. Because it's really cool to talk about music with other musicians and, you know, share visions. And I think in-person collaboration really can't be beat. I feel like every time I've collabed with someone, songwriting wise, or had someone be like, hey, trust me, like let me put something in a beat that I think you'll like, and I didn't even thought about it before, but once they put it in, it's like, oh my god, this, I definitely would not have thought of that, and it made the song so much better. Right. So it's really cool, and yeah, I think I definitely want to reach out to more Houston locals for that. I just need to find them, I guess.
Yeah. How are you going about looking? You said just online right now?
Yeah, Instagram is like my biggest mode of a contact.
Yeah. It's great that you make the skits about being a micro influencer, but like it low-key is great because when you reach out to these people love seeing that K. They love seeing.
It is true. I think I have gotten more opportunities because just the fact that I have more followers and sometimes, I mean, the engagement rates don't even matter because I was talking about this with my boyfriend and he was like, look at all these other people with thousands and hundreds and thousands of followers and, you know, sometimes they're barely breaking like 2,000-3,000 likes, like, you know, and so
Instagram is kind of stingy though.
It's fickle.
They're kind of hard. They kind of hard on the hoe over there. They're but I feel like TikTok, are you on TikTok like that as well, or
I'm on TikTok and I'm not great at it. I just need to up my game. Instagram for me, like, you know, because I feel like we all like grew up with Instagram, so it's like you kind of know it a little more. But with TikTok, like, I don't know, I feel like the audience is a little bit different.
It is different.
It is, yeah.
But I think it's different in a good way. I think TikTok is more forgiving and they leave space for growing as a content creator rather than on Instagram. They kind of already want you to have the people a niche and the people agree. Like I've been on a lot of TikToks where it's just like they have a lot of followers but they do different things and one thing may not get as much engagement as the other, but it's all getting like pretty good engagement. Like I feel like people on TikTok are a little bit more lenient than on Instagram.
Yes, I do feel like with TikTok, you can also just straight up advertise or, you know, be a little more blatant about, hey, I'm a musician, because so many people find...
That's actually how I've been finding a lot of my music on there.
Yeah.
It's TikTok.
Yeah, like, hey, I'm this person, I do this, like, check out, what you know, whatever, like, any format like that. And whereas on Instagram, it's like, I don't know, people definitely don't go on there for music specifically. Yeah. And so I feel like call to action conversion rates, I'm sure I could like look at that if I wanted to, is I think higher, and like the playlist ads from there. I feel like I've definitely just noticed a lot more traction on my songs when I advertise them on TikTok. And for Instagram, it's more of like brand cohesion, like, hey, this is who I am as a person.
Yeah.
Which is why I like Instagram so much, because I feel like I can really express myself.
Yeah.
But a lot of the, I don't know, bigger musicians on TikTok, I see them and yeah, they'll post like personal stuff, but I also see a lot of other musicians posting really the same stuff all the time, which is fine. But it does kind of give me hope of like, okay, I don't need to do like, you know, crazy high quality,
Yeah.
like, you know,
literally
other things.
post now, perfect later. And I feel like you're doing that. Like when I look at your page, I do feel a brand. I do feel a specific identity, especially with the edits.